How are you? I hope that you will be fine and happy. Today we will read this chapter 7, how the state government works. Okay, so let's start now this chapter, kids. In the Bharatiya Constitution में there is a provision for decentralization of power. जब केंद्र सरकार को सत्ता मिले, it means that power has been declared further to low levels for the objective of better governance. तो उन्हें ऐसा लगने लगा कि वह एक अब अच्छी सरकार उनके हाथों में है, अर्थात वो एक अच्छी सरकार का निर्माण कर सकते हैं. Under this provision, there are the three levels of the government. Number first है the government at national level is called the central government. The government at the state level is called state government, and the government at the local level is called the panchayat. Okay, चलिए. Every state has its own government. प्रत्येक स्टेट के पास जो आम गवर्नमेंट होती है, ईच गवर्नमेंट हैज पावर्स, प्रत्येक गवर्नमेंट के पास पावर होती है, विच आर लिमिटेड टू दैट स्टेट ओनली. द पावर्स गिवन टू द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट, जो पावर होते हैं स्टेट गवर्नमेंट के हाथ में, आर रिटन एंड एक्सप्लेन्ड इन द कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन, तो उसी संविधान में लिखित रूप से माना गया, सो दैट द सेंट्रल एंड द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट कैन एक्सरसाइज दोस पावर अकॉर्डिंगली. और उसी के अनुसार ही संविधान में केंद्र सरकार और राज्य सरकार को अपनी शक्तियों का निर्धारण हुआ. There are three organs of the state government: the legislatures, the executive, and the judiciary. Okay, the power of the each organs has been clearly mentioned in the constitutions. Legislators है the organs of the government which makes law is called the legislators. Let's study about the state government, state assembly और the विधान सभा. चलिए पढ़ते हैं. The legislature of the state mainly consists of the single house or the uncameral or the two houses or the bicameral. If there is one house, then यदि एक हाउस की बात करें तो उसे हम विधान सभा कहते हैं. It is the lower house of the legislature. यह संसद का छोटा घर होता है. In the legislature has two houses, then the upper house is called विधान परिषद. और जो बड़ा घर जिसे एक उच्च श्रेणी का होता है उसे विधान परिषद कहते हैं. All the members of the विधान सभा are called MLAs. विधान सभा में जो भी मेंबर्स होते हैं सभी MLAs कहलाते हैं. और the members of the legislative assembly, these members are elected of the basic of the universal added differences. यहाँ तक कि जो सभी मेंबर्स होते हैं वो यूनिवर्सल एडेड डिफरेंसेस अर्थात सभी नागरिकों द्वारा चुने जाते हैं ड्यूरिंग द इलेक्शन हेल्ड आफ्टर एवरी 5 ईयर. यह लगभग 5 साल बाद चुना जाता है. ऑन one MLA is elected from each of the constituency. Thus, the number of the seats in legislative assembly are represented by the number of the constitutions in the state. Okay, यह एक राज्यसभा पर होने वाली असेंबली होती है. फिर है लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली. The constitution of the Bharat has limited the maximum numbers of seat 500 in state legislative assembly. लगभग भारत संविधान में एक राज्य में लगभग सभी सीटें रिजर्व होती हैं. जैसे हमारे भारत में क्या है, 500 सीटें राज्य सरकार को दी गई है. The numbers of the seat actually vary from state to state, which depends upon the population of this state. यहाँ तक कि जो प्रत्येक क्षेत्र को जो भी सीटें दी जाती हैं वो उनकी पॉपुलेशन के अनुसार दी जाती हैं. According to the Constitution of the Bharat, there should be at least 60 seats in a legislative assembly. Uttar Pradesh has maximum state legislative with 404 seats, and Goa has the minimum of 32 seats. उत्तर प्रदेश में सबसे ज्यादा सीटें हैं जैसे 404. उसी तरह गोवा में जनसंख्या कम होने के कारण वहां पर केवल 32 सीटें ही दी गई है. ओके, चलिए. ड्यूरेशन ऑफ द स्टेट लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली का. द स्टेट लेजिस्लेटिव असेंबली ऑफ द विधान सभा इज नॉर्मली कॉन्स्टिट्यूटेड फॉर 5 years. ये जो विधान सभा का जो चुनाव होता है लगभग 5 साल बाद हेल्ड किया जाता है. But during the period of the emergency, लेकिन जब इमरजेंसी के दौरान in a state this duration can further be extended. इसको 5 साल को घटा भी दिया जाता है और उसको बढ़ा दिया भी जाता है. or it can be the dissolved parent to the subjugated period. The dissolution of the state assembly takes place only if a motion of the no confidence is passed against the government. इसमें कोई भी डिसोल्यूशन में क्या होता है, इसमें कोई भी कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं होता सरकार के ऊपर. Dissolution of the house means fresh election to constitute the assembly. It also means that the people have lost faith in their elected representatives. Okay, चलिए next है विधान परिषद. विधान परिषद is the upper house of the legislative. संसद का जो ऊपर का उच्च श्रेणी का घर होता है उसे विधान परिषद कहते हैं. That have two houses and such legislator are called the bicameral legislature. यहाँ तक कि इसी को जब इसे दो भागों में डिवाइड कर दिया जाता है उसे bicameral legislative कहते हैं. विधान परिषद is also called the legislative council. The member of the विधान परिषद are called the MLC. विधान परिषद में कौन लोग बैठते हैं? MLC, member of the legislative council. And the number of the member in the विधान परिषद should be 1/3 of the total number of the seat. यहाँ तक कि जितनी भी टोटल सीट होती है उसकी 1/3 लोग वहां पर बैठते हैं. और मेंबर्स इन द विधान सभा के द मिनिमम मेंबर्स शुड बी 40. वहां पर सब अधिक से अधिक जो पीपल होते हैं लगभग 40 होते हैं. एट प्रेजेंट इन भारत ओनली 5 स्टेट हैव विधान परिषद. केवल भारत एक ऐसा है जिसमें 5 सभाओं के लोग बैठते हैं. In legislative council, विधान परिषद, nearly 5/6 of the members are the elected and the remaining 1/6 are nominated. There is no direction elections of the members of the state legislative council. All its members are indirectly elected. Okay, the members of the council elect a chairman. जो मेंबर होता है काउंसिल का उसे चुना जाता है एज अ चेयरमैन के रूप में एंड द डिप्यूटी चेयरमैन among us themselves. This is the permanent body, unlike the legislative assembly, which is formed for 5 years. Okay. Members of the council are elected for 6 years, and after every 2 years, 1/3 of its members retire after completing their tenure of the 6 year, and the new members are elected. Thus, in this way, all the members of the council do not retire at the same time. So the house is a permanent house. Okay. चलिए, how will becomes law? Law for the state are made in the state legislature. There are the different steps involved in making a law. First of all, a draft of the law is represented in the legislative assembly or legislative council. Then discussion in the house is held on the proposal for a law. Required changes are done to the proposal. Those changes are called the amendments. After the amendments, the proposal is put forward for voting. If it has the support of the majority, it is then considered passed. The bill is then sent to the governor for approval. After the approval of the governor, the bill becomes the act. There are the central bills and the financial bill, which can only be proposal in the legislative assembly. Okay, चलिए next है the state executive governor. Governor is the nominal head of the state executive. The governor of the state is appointed by the president of Bharat on the aid and the advice of the prime minister. The governor is elected for a term of 5 years, but the governor remains in seat like till the pressure of the president. He can be removed or transferred from his office as per the pleasure of the president. Any Bharatiya citizen who is 35 years of age and not a member of the parliament or a state legislature is eligible to become the governor. He should not be at any salaried post as well. Okay, चलिए, power of governor है. The governor is the administrative head of the state government, all the administrative works, and this is not taken the name of the governor of the state. Okay, number first है all important appointment in the state are done by the governor. He appoints the chief minister and the Council of Ministers. He appoints the election commissioner, chairpersons, and the members of the State Public Services Commission and the Advocate General of the state. Okay. Chale, he addresses the state legislature at the first session of the legislature and is opened with the speech of the governor. Next, he can issue order to dissolve Vidhan Sabha on the advice of the chief minister. Next, a bill becomes law only after the governor approves it. He is consulted by the president while appointment the judges of the high court. He too has some judicial powers like he can decrease the punishment of the convict on appeal. Okay. Chalo. Next time, the governor has some discretionary power on the basis of which he can recommend. The president rules in the state in the case he finds the conditions in the state are not conducive to carry out governance according to the directions of the constitution. He can put president's rule. Okay. Chale. Chief Minister है, the governor is the administrative head of the state and all the administrative decisions are taken in his name. But he is the nominal head in the state, thus all the important decisions are taken by the Council of the Minister of the state in the name of the governor. Okay, the Council of the Minister is led by the Chief Minister. After the election of the State Assembly, the governor of the state invites the leaders of the majority party in the legislature to form the government. The majority party chooses its leader, who is the sworn in as the Chief Minister. The Chief Minister later forms the Council of the Ministers and against with different department called portfolio. Chief Minister is the real head of the state. जो चीफ मिनिस्टर होता है वो स्टेट का रियल हेड होता है. ऑल द डिसीजन रिगार्डिंग द स्टेट आर टेकन बाय द एडवाइस ऑफ द चीफ मिनिस्टर या काउंसिलिंग ऑफ मिनिस्टर. द चीफ मिनिस्टर परफॉर्म द फॉलोइंग फंक्शन. नंबर फर्स्ट है ऑन हिज एडवाइस द गवर्नर सिलेक्ट्स हिज काउंसिल ऑफ मिनिस्टर. उसकी सलाह के अनुसार कार्य किए जाते हैं. ही प्रेसाइड्स ओवर द मीटिंग ऑफ द कैबिनेट. एज डिस्कस्ड अबव, द चीफ मिनिस्टर अलॉट्स portfolio of his minister. If needed, he can keep some important portfolios with him. Okay, chaliye. Council of the Ministers हैं, all the ministers of the government together from the Council of Ministers. The strength of the Council of the Ministers can't exceed 15% of the total strength of the legislators. The Chief Minister chooses some people from the legislature of his party and appoint them as the ministers. In reality, they are appointed by the governor on the recommendation of the chief minister. Okay, chaliye. Next है, the council of the minister remains responsible to the Vidhan Sabha collectively. It implies that in any case the government should have a clear majority in the legislature. In case the minister is not a member of the legislature, he or she has to secure a seat in the legislature within 6 months after becoming the minister. The government cannot be continued in the power. Case of the government loses the majority involved to no confidence in the Vidhan Sabha. Okay, chale. In the council of the minister, there are the 3 types of minister. Number first है cabinet minister, the minister of state and the deputy minister. Okay, सीनियर मिनिस्टर जो होते हैं who take critical decision, वो ऐसी कठिन से कठिन डिसीजन लेते हैं and overall in charges of their portfolio or are called cabinet ministers. Okay, जो पोर्टफोलियो पर क्या करते हैं, ओवरचार्ज कर देते हैं, उन्हीं को कैबिनेट मिनिस्टर कहते हैं. That is the chief minister in taking policy decisions. Minister next to in ranks and the minister who assists to the cabinet minister are called the minister of states. डिप्टी मिनिस्टर्स होते हैं वो जूनियर मिनिस्टर्स होते हैं who assist the minister of the state और the cabinet, जो कैबिनेट और जूनियर मिनिस्टर ऑफ चीफ से नीचे आते हैं. नेक्स्ट है रोल ऑफ द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट इन डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन ऑफ रिसोर्सेज एंड सर्विसेज. नंबर फर्स्ट है The decision regarding the distribution of the resources of the state are taken by the council of the minister of that state. They have long discussion regarding the needs of the people of the state and make a proposal with to provide the resources to the people for their development. This proposal, on being approved by the council of the ministers, is drafted in the form of draft. This draft is basically a form of a law which will be passed by the legislature, and the minister concerned of that department will put forward this draft on the table of the legislature for passing. The member of the legislature hold the discussion of the proposal draft, and after long session of the detailed drafts and the discussion, the legislature passed the bill and it sent for the approval for the government of the state. Okay, chaliye. Next है, in this way, the bill on the distribution of the resources in the state is passed and then is brought into effect with the help of a group of civil servants called bureaucrats. These officials are real executives who execute the laws at the ground level and brief the Minister of the Development. As these officers deal with the day-to-day problems faced by the people, they become in the position to give valuable suggestion to the ministers and inform them about the practical problems of the people. In fact, their solution to are given best by them. Okay, चलिए डेवलपमेंट है रूरल सेक्टर का जम्मू और कश्मीर में. भारत इज ए कंट्री ऑफ विलेज. भारत गांवों का देश है. मोस्ट ऑफ द भारतीय पॉपुलेशन लिव्स इन विलेज. मोस्टली जो पॉपुलेशन है भारत में गांवों में रहती है. So it becomes very important to strengthen the economic system of village to strengthen the economy of the country. Okay. Every state government makes efforts to grow and the development of village. सबसे महत्वपूर्ण कार्य है भारत में गांवों को विकसित करना. As villages are the lowest unit in the administrative structure, पर they need an administration at local level so that their problems are solved by the people. यदि लोअर लेवल पर लोगों को नीड होगी तो हमें क्या करना चाहिए, उसको इम्प्रूव करना चाहिए, उनकी सारी प्रॉब्लम को सॉर्ट आउट करना चाहिए. एंड हु आर वेल अवेयर ऑफ द प्रॉब्लम्स ऑफ द विलेजेस एट द ग्राउंड लेवल पर. देयरफॉर पंचायत्स वर इंट्रोड्यूस्ड in Bharat with the aim to take democracy at the crossroot level. The panchayat were formed to reach the people who earn a low income and were social backward in the financial deprived. The panchayat serves as the basic institutions to implement in the development programs of the state government at the village level. They work with the aim of the rural development. In Jammu and Kashmir, the Panchayat Act was passed in 1989. This act resulted in the formation of Panchayat in the state and the remarkable development in the state. To make the system of the Panchayat transparent, the provision was made in the state of the Jammu and Kashmir to publish the details of all rural development plans in the newspaper along with the names of the beneficiaries. This was done to make the programs transparent and also to make provision for dealing with complaints effectively and several. Okay, चलिए. Rural development plans in Jammu and Kashmir में to ensure great rural development, many plans were implied in the state of Jammu and Kashmir. Some programs for rural development adopted by the state of the Jammu and Kashmir are as follows. नंबर फर्स्ट है संपूर्ण ग्रामीण रोजगार योजना. Under this program, the stress was laid upon the development of the social and economic infrastructure in rural area. Okay, it aims at the development at the women and the scheduled tribes and the scheduled caste, providing additional employments and the food security in the rural area was its another objectives. Okay, चलिए. The स्वर्ण जयंती ग्राम स्वरोजगार योजना. नेक्स्ट है, अंडर दिस प्रोग्राम में लॉन्च हुआ ये 1999 में. Families below poverty lines जो फैमिलीज पॉवर्टी लाइन से नीचे हैं, वर्क गिवन अपॉर्चुनिटी दी गई सेल्फ एम्प्लॉयमेंट की। दिस प्रोग्राम aims at the development and the promotion of the handicrafts, handlooms, sheep, and the poultry development in the state, especially in the district of the Baramulla and Tens and the Doda and the Budgam respectively. Okay, चलिए इंदिरा आवास योजना है। दिस प्रोग्राम एम इस योजना का उद्देश्य था प्रोवाइडिंग हाउस इन द रूरल एरिया। द सेक्शन ऑफ द पॉपुलेशन to be benefited are the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes, and the free casual laborers. Read below the executive summary of the Planning Commission, Government of the Bharat, New Delhi, detailing about various rural development programs being implemented in this state of Jammu and Kashmir. Okay, चलिए फिर है executive summary. बैकग्राउंड है गवर्नमेंट ऑफ द भारत हैज इम्प्लीमेंटेड ए नंबर ऑफ सेंट्रल स्पॉन्सर्ड स्कीम एंड द फील्ड ऑफ द रूरल डेवलपमेंट एंड अर्बन डेवलपमेंट, health and the family welfare, education, agriculture, women and the child development, sanitation, housing, safe drinking water, irrigation, transport, border area development, social welfare throughout the country including Jammu and Kashmir. The main objective of these schemes are to the generate employment. इन सभी स्कीमों का जनरेट करने का उद्देश्य था कि सभी को रोजगार मिल सके, रिड्यूस पॉवर्टी, गरीबी को हटा सके, एंड इकोनॉमिक्स इनइक्वालिटी एंड इम्प्रूव द इक्वालिटी, और आर्थिक कंडीशन को खत्म कर सके और सभी में इक्वालिटी ला सके टू लाइफ ऑफ द पीपल की। Besides some of these schemes aim at the creation of the basic infrastructure. इन सभी योजनाओं का उद्देश्य था जो भी हमारी भौगोलिक बेसिक या आधारिक संरचना है उसको एक समान रूप पर लाना, यहाँ तक कि ज्यादा लोग ना तो गरीब हो और ना ज्यादा अमीर हो, सबको एक लाइफ स्टाइल उनका चेंज होना, एंड एजेंडा फॉर इकोनॉमिक डेवलपमेंट इन रूरल एरिया। Allocations have been made by central government through centrally sponsored programs in Jammu and Kashmir. The development in the basic infrastructure and improvements in the amenity facilities has especially been inadequate. In rural area of the state, the standard of the living of the people has not improved to the desired extent, and the employment opportunity for the youth are few and far. Hence, it becomes necessary at this stage to know as to what extent these schemes have been in a position to achieve the stated objectives. Such an exercises will help you identify the problems and shortcomings. In implementing these schemes, it will also help the policymakers and implementing agency to introduce the necessary interventions to enhance the efficiency of the program and ensure better utilizations of the resources. Hence, the population research centers, Kashmir University, Srinagar, at the instance of the Planning Commissions, Government of the Bharat, New Delhi, Regional Evolution Officer, Chandigarh selection the following central sponsored scheme in the selected 4 district of Jammu and Kashmir to assess their impacts. एम्प्लॉयमेंट एश्योरेंस स्कीम है संपूर्ण ग्रामीण रोजगार योजना। नेक्स्ट है सर्जंती ग्राम स्वरोजगार योजना, इंदिरा आवास योजना, इंटीग्रेटेड चिल्ड्रन डेवलपमेंट सर्विसेज एंड द नेशनल ओल्ड एज पेंशन स्कीम। सभी इतनी सारी ये योजनाओं को चलाया गया जिनका उद्देश्य केवल अधिक से अधिक विकास करना था, ओके, और देश से गरीबी को हटाना था, ओके। चलिए, the above report shows the evolution of the different schemes have been employed in the state done time to time by different agencies of the government of the Bharat to bring about desired improvement in the implementation of this scheme and get the desired result in the state. Okay. Now, kids, this chapter will be completed. I hope that you understood that. Thank you. Have a nice day.